I want to discuss with you today why I'm really enjoying this guy's armor for the most part, Kuluyaku, who can be found in the Shrine Ruins, which is one of the first two maps made available to you when you first begin the game. These other habitats here are not available in the beginning, and I'll briefly talk about what makes this guy's armor different compared to the other large monsters that you'll first encounter when you start the game. Now, naturally, you can do this like a normal person and go to Forge and go to Upgrade Armor, which you will have made available to you after you complete at least one village quest or so, and you kind of progress through the game very briefly.
My hammer's ready.
You can technically just go to any of your beginner armor, click on it, and start dumping spheres into it. I think that's kind of a waste because the maximum that you can get it to is about level 9, but that will be up to your own discretion. For me, what I chose to do is forge armor. Now, I've been playing for a few hours, and these are all in order. You'll notice that the armor in the beginning is 1, 1, 1, 1. Oh, chainmail 4, hunter 4. Now, these are some of the large monsters that you'll come across. Izuchi, Baggy, Arzuros, and Lamborghini, or Langombi. And they're all 10 until you get to Kulu, which is the guy I want to talk to you about today. I went ahead and made 3 out of the 5 pieces. So I made the chest, the legs, and the feet, because those were items that you could see there, right there, that aren't all that difficult to get. At least they weren't for me from just playing through the game normally. When it comes to light crystal, which I'm missing for the helm, and eroded skeleton, which I'm missing for the gloves, those you don't get until later in the game. So I needed to find something. So one of the first enemies that I came across between the Lamborghini and the Bugatti and the Suzuki, get it? I decided to make the gloves and the helm out of these guys because these ones, even though their defense is 10, when you click on them and you dump spheres into them, you can bring them all the way up to 16. So I could click on here, right? And that'll be a full level 4 defense 16, which makes an astronomical difference in taking a lot less damage. This, as you could see here, it's only a level 1 of 1. He's the only armor in the beginning that you can't upgrade because he's already maxed out already. So if you want, like I said, you can grab whatever it is that you come across, and the more enemies you come across, obviously your forge list will become bigger. You're not going to see this right off the hop until you either encounter him or at least loot one piece of forging materials that'll trigger this to open up for you to see. So if you come across, the Bugatti and you're like, you know what, I've got these laying around, it'll give you, 50 armor across the board. Well, then obviously go for that. I'm just sharing with you that in the beginning, and I suck at gaming, I had this entire set, 1 armor, 1 defense. Sorry, yeah, 1 defense. And I jumped right into in 1 shot, by farming this guy a couple of times, all this armor. So that's all I'm saying. Maybe that's something you want to do, because for every piece that I would get, it just made a huge difference to my survival rate. So again, if you're finding it takes too long, or you're taking way too much damage, I mean, by all means, start crafting some other stuff. I just, for whatever reason, was hung up on not really going through my armor spheres. And maybe that's a bad tactic. I don't know. I am a noob to the game. I wanted to share with you, what worked for me. Now I can go on expeditions and quests, and it's like, bring it on, bitch, because I'm decently geared for the beginning. And it's just made my life so much easier. So if you're wondering what to craft, this is a little bit of also like a list again. You can kind of go, oh, okay. Because when I fight him, Kuluyaku, versus the other ones, I think he might take a little bit longer to kill. Maybe that's because he gets away a couple of times more than the others. I found, like, Langombi, he's the bunny rabbit. I find him to be the most annoying to kill, to be honest with you, out of all of them. So even though this is technically the highest defense one, don't think that that necessarily means he's the hardest to kill. Mind you, his crafting materials are a little bit up there because, like I said, you can craft everybody else's helm. This guy, not so much in the beginning. Let me know down below what you crafted as your first set of armor. If this sort of kind of helped you out at all, you can go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and making me more relevant in the search results. And if you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll break it off in your ass, and I'll make sure every time you forge something or you upgrade something, it upgrades my gear at the cost of yours being salvaged. But if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.